Feeling stressed while studying? You sit with the book open, but your mind is already exhausted. You're not tired because the syllabus is big. You're tired because your mind is carrying fear along with the book. Fear of results, fear of failure, fear of wasting another attempt. And here's the truth most students don't realize. Stress is not caused by studying. Stress is caused by studying with attachment to outcomes. That's why two students can study the same subject. One feels calm, the other feels suffocated. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is inner posture. And thousands of years ago, the Bhagavad Gita gave one single line shloka that fixes this exact problem. Not by asking you to study more, but by teaching you how to sit mentally while studying. Marks, results, future. These three words quietly sit on your study table every day. You may not say them aloud, but your mind keeps whispering them while you study. What if my marks are low? What if the result doesn't come? What if my future gets delayed again? And slowly studying stops being a learning process. It becomes a judgment process. Every page feels heavy because you're not just reading concept, you're reading your future into them. This is where most students unknowingly make a mistake. Marks are a byproduct, results are a consequence, future is an outcome. But the mind tries to control all the three before controlling effort. And when the mind jumps ahead of the present moment, anxiety enters. This is why concentration breaks, memory fails, and revision feels endless. Krishna never said, don't think about your future. He said something far more practical. Shift your identity from the result to the process. And this shift is captured perfectly in one single shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. A line so powerful that if you understand it once, studying never feels the same again. Everything running in your head? Not one thought, everything. Syllabus, pending portions, revisions left, mock test marks, comparison with others, fear of forgetting. Your mind is not weak, your mind is overloaded. And here's the truth most students don't hear. You're not distracted because you lack discipline. You are distracted because your mind is trying to control too much at once. The moment you sit to study, the mind starts asking questions it cannot answer right now. Will this question come in the exam? Is this enough? Am I doing the right thing? These questions don't help learning, but they interrupt it. Then the students blame themselves. I can't focus, I am not consistent. But the real issue is not focus. The real issue is attachment to outcome while performing the action. The mind wants certainty before effort. But learning works in the opposite direction. First effort, then clarity, then confidence. And this exact psychological problem, restless mind, overthinking, fear of outcome, was explained 5000 years ago in one line by Lord Krishna. A line which is meant not only for the monks, but for students, warriors, professionals, and people in action. Let me show you that one shloka and how it silently rewires the way you study. So the Bhagavad Gita says, Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya. Let me simplify this for you. Not as a philosophy, but as a study instruction. Krishna is telling Arjuna, first become steady, then perform your action. Let go of the attachment to the result. So notice the order here. Not work hard and hope your mind settle, but instead settle your mind first and then work. Yogastha does not mean yoga postures here. It means mentally anchored, emotionally balanced and fully present. When you study with this mindset, you are not studying to secure marks. You are studying to do the process right. And here is the most misunderstood part. Sangam Tyaktva does not mean don't care about result. It means don't drag the results into the present moment. Because the moment you pull in the future into now, the mind fractures, focus breaks, memory weakens, and stress arises. Krishna gave this advice on a battlefield, not in a classroom, not in a forest. Because this shloka is meant for people under pressure. For students like you who are facing exams, for minds that tremble because too much depends on the outcome. And when this line is applied correctly, something magical happens. The mind stops fighting the syllabus. The body relaxes while studying. Learning becomes deeper, not heavier. Now let me show you how to apply this one shloka practically to your daily study routine. Now look at this image carefully. Krishna is not motivating Arjuna. He is restructuring Arjuna's thinking. Focus on your duty. Let go of results. This sounds simple, but this is where most students fail. When you sit to study, are you really focused on the duty? Or are you secretly focused on marks, ranks, attempts, results? The moment results enter your mind, your attention leaks. Your book is open, but your mind is negotiating with the future. Krishna is clear. Your responsibility ends at right effort. Results are not your department. And here is the truth most students don't realize. Results improve automatically when you stop chasing them. Why? Because results are an outcome, not an action. You cannot do a result. You can only do one question properly, one concept with clarity, one revision honestly. That is your dharma as a student. The irony is the student who keeps asking, will I pass? Is usually the one whose preparation is the weakest. But the student who says, today I will just do my duty properly, quietly becomes consistent, calm, and dangerous in the exam hall. Krishna is not teaching detachment from effort. He is teaching detachment from anxiety. When you release results, your nervous system relaxes. When your nervous system relaxes, your brain performs better. This is not philosophy. This is performance science spoken 5000 years ago. If you remember only one thing while studying, let it be this. I will do my duty fully today. Results will be taken care of themselves. This mindset alone can change your preparation and your outcome. This is where philosophy becomes practical. Krishna's teaching is not abstract. It is brutally applicable to your daily study timetable. Don't study for rank. Don't panic about pass or fail. Focus on today's study slot. Most students do exactly opposite. When they sit to study, they think about tomorrow's result, next attempt, and fear of future. But your brain can only function in the present. The moment you pull it into rank, results, pass, fail, it goes into threat mode. And a threatened brain cannot remember, analyze or recall properly. Krishna's instruction is subtle but powerful. Shrink your focus, not to the syllabus, not to the exam, just to this one study slot. Ask yourself only 3 questions. Which subject am I studying now? What topic am I finishing right now? Am I giving it the best attention right now? That's it. No mental drama, no comparison, no future calculation. When you do this daily, something magical happens. Consistency increases, retention improves, anxiety reduces, confidence builds quietly. You don't force discipline. Discipline emerges naturally when the mind is not overloaded. Studying for rank makes you tensed. Studying for today's slot makes you dangerously effective. Remember this line before every session. My job is today's work, not tomorrow's result. That is Yogastha Kuru Karmani, not as a shloka but as a daily study strategy. Focus on effort, result will follow. This is not motivation, this is a law of life. When Krishna spoke Yogastha Kuru Karmani, he wasn't asking Arjuna to ignore the results forever. He was teaching him when to think about them and when not to. Results belong to the future. Efforts belong to now. The moment you mix the two, peace disappears and productivity collapses. Real yoga while studying is not sitting cross-legged. Real yoga is this: sitting with your book, mind steady, attention fully present, no fear of outcome. When you study like this, something shifts inside you. You stop fighting yourself. You stop measuring every hour. You start enjoying the process. And ironically, this is when result starts improving. Not because you chased them, but because you stopped disturbing your mind. So today, before your next study session, remember one line: my duty is effort. Result will be taken care of themselves. That is Yogastha Kuru Karmani. That is mental stability. And that is the real yoga while studying. If this message helped you refocus today, give it a like and share it with a fellow student. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected for more simple teachings that make your studies easier and stress-free.